Guys, how's it going? Anyway. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the first live stream. Hey, how's it going? Emily's Playland, or Emma's Playland. Hey, how's it going? First time on the channel? Anyway, first time on the channel. Sorry, I had a little spider on me. Hey, how's it going, Dre? Yeah, doing a live stream right now. Sorry if I was distracted. I had a little tiny spider on my hand. Let me see. I wonder who I have on here as monitors. Should be a way to see. Guess I can't see while I'm streaming right now. Nah, I could take a look later. But anyway, how's everybody doing so far? Oh, it's really good here. Everything's good. It's a bit warmish, but yeah, it's going good. Yep. That's good. That's good. So, you've been swimming a lot? No, I was going to go swimming today, but the pool needs some work. So, probably in a bit, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, Playland, how long have you been? Have you been on the channel long, or is this your first time being on the channel, or seeing this channel? And if so, how'd you hear about it? And what do you think? First time. Okay, cool. How'd you find out about the channel? A notification. Oh, there's just a notification. Let me know that I'm live right now on YouTube, so it's kind of funny. Probably be going for a walk here after the live stream, or maybe I can go during the live stream. It depends. Depends on how things go, I guess. Cute. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was saying that last weekend, or the previous weekend, I saw the new Joker movie, and I'm going to do a live stream about this, or I'm going to do a review video of this soon. I just wanted to wait a little bit while some people had the chance to go see the movie. I usually like to wait like a week or two after the movie comes out, or at least a week after, just so that way people can. Well, I'll say what how it was. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It's a very good movie. It's a very solid just movie in general. It's really good. It's probably the best movie I've seen this year so far. I would say it's right up there. I'm putting together a list of best movies this year, best movies of 2019. I'll probably do that towards December. I'll put together the full list. Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely. Like I said, I'll talk about this more when I do the review video for Joker. But what I will say on here is that it is It's so unique what they did with this movie, and because one of the big problems that DC and Warner Brothers had for the longest time when it comes to their movies, where they were trying to be like like Marvel, like Disney and Marvel. They were trying to do what Marvel was doing, which didn't help, and trying to create like a bigger universe, but all just in one movie, which that's not how you do it. The reason why Marvel was more successful in doing this was because they took their time to do the individual movies and then have something that would link to a bigger universe. So they build it up over time, and that's when that's why that worked. The reason why DC failed, or Warner Brothers failed in this case, was because they were trying to create a universe with everybody in there, right now, which isn't really the case. So, what I love that they're doing now is they're starting off this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, I'm a nerd. Yeah, I don't think you would like it too much because it's not an action oriented movie. It really isn't. It's a very slow burn. It's a slow burn that builds to an amazing end, an amazing ending. Um, yeah, I know. I'm a big nerd when it comes to this. It's okay. It's okay. I know I'm a nerd. I self admit that I'm a nerd. Hey, I'm a nerd and I wear that shield very proud. Um, but the thing is, yeah. The thing is, when it comes to this movie in particular, is it it's hard to say. It's very grounded in realism. It's a very real movie, and they do something different that Marvel hasn't done before. Because the problem with when they tried to do Suicide Squad back when, or when even Sony tried to do Venom, I love Venom. Venom is a great movie. I absolutely love Venom, but what was weird about Venom was it was trying to be edgy, but while still keeping a PG-13 rating. Okay, now I'm listening. Okay. Um, so when you look at a movie like a Suicide Squad, it was trying to be edgy, but it still had to be within that, parameters of being PG-13. So it had to be very not as edgy as it would have liked to have gone. So one of the things I love that Warner Brothers did in this case, yeah. But well, this is the thing that I love because Todd Phillips said this, the director of Joker, who also wrote the script for this movie. He said the great thing that Warner Brothers did with him was they said, "Hey, you know what? Here you go. Have free range to do what you want to do with this movie." Because what Warner Brothers decided to do at this point was they realized that them trying to create a big universe when it comes to their DC movies wasn't working. Sorry, something keeps biting my leg. Hope I didn't step into an anthill or anything. Sorry, but so they realized that wasn't working. So Joker is the first of a new line of movies that they want to do, but what they're doing with this is all the movies they're doing from now on. Nat, I don't know, maybe some ants. Oh no, ants. I said ants, not gnats. um, wow, wow. But one of the things that they said that they wanted to do, with this was that each movie that they're going to do from now on is going to be a standalone story. So it's not connecting to a bigger universe. It's like, okay, here's the movie, this is what we have, and when this is done, we're done with it. We're not continuing. Which I think gives a lot of creative freedom. That's what Todd Phillips said he had with this movie. He had a lot of creative freedom to do what he wanted to do. And what was great about Joker was he was able to stay true to the lore of the comic books, but still not restricted to just that. Like he was able to tell his own story. He was able to tell his own original, story for the character while still being, in a way, true and respectful to what was previously established before. So that's why I think the movie did very strong because it was like, hey, look, It was dark, it was gritty, and it was very real. And because they were allowed to do what they want to do with the story, they were able to go the extra step versus something like Suicide Squad that was restricted. Now, hopefully, it's not the case now when it comes to the reboot that's coming out next year, or I believe the year after. I think it's 2021 that Suicide Squad 2 comes out, or it's not even called Suicide Squad 2, it's just called The Suicide Squad. When that comes out, they're going to, hopefully, they're not restricted. But yeah, the hello again. Yeah, it's more of a reboot than a sequel. The new Suicide Squad movie that's coming out. I think a movie that you would like though, because I saw the trailer for this. Yeah, like a second to, yeah. Well, the second reboot, they say it's less of a sequel and more of a reboot, so it's kind of a requel, as I like to call it. That's where it's a remake, but it also can qualify as a sequel. But a movie I think that you would like, because I saw the trailer for this not too long ago, was Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey looks really good. Birds of Prey looks amazing, and that looks like it's going to be a fun movie. Yeah, Birds of Prey. I love the comics of Birds of Prey, and Margot Robbie's coming back as Harley Quinn, who was one of the best parts of Suicide Squad. She's coming back for the movie, and this is the best live stream. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. But one of the big events that I'm looking forward to that's happening is with CW shows that they're doing, the big Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover that's happening. That is essentially their endgame. This is essentially their Avengers Endgame saga they're doing. The Crisis on Infinite Earths event was amazing in the comics, and from how they do their shows, I think it's going to be great. Oh yeah, yeah. Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's happening very soon. It's a, I believe, 5-part event. Oh yeah, Legends are going to be involved in it too. Legends is, yeah, their group is involved in that too. So it's going to be great. One of the things that they have already announced, I've seen pictures of this. I think I posted a picture of it on Facebook. It is Kingdom Come Superman, which Kingdom Come Superman is my favorite Superman of that Earth. And you'll never guess who is the Superman of that Earth. It's actually... Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember you told me that, bud. I remember you told me, and I saw the picture of it. Oh, and Constantine, he's going to be... Ah, it's all good. Yeah, but no, Constantine, he's going to be involved in the Crisis on Infinite Earths event. I believe he's got a part in that. But here's the thing: Kingdom Come Superman is going to be a big part of that crossover event. So it's going to be amazing. But Kingdom Come Superman is actually Ray Palmer of that Earth. So that's going to be neat. So it would be great to see him become Superman again. And from what I understand, the Crisis on Infinite Earths deal is going to is actually going to mark the end of Oliver Queen. It's going to mark the end of the Green Arrow. Now, a lot of people are speculating. It's like, well, they can't call off the Green Arrow, even though the final season is, this new season, season 8 of Arrow, is their last season. And they say, oh, well, they can't surely kill off the Green Arrow. I'm like, hey, they can do it during the Crisis event. Oh, yeah, no, I'll definitely be doing more live streams. But he did Green Arrow. I know, but the thing is, because the show's ending, and if you had seen I'm not sure if you've seen the Elseworlds event that happened, like the Elseworlds crossover, the 3 part, event of that. I'm pretty sure you can find it. I'm pretty sure you can watch it on Netflix, I think. Part one starts on the Flash. Oh, okay. Well, it's on Netflix. Part one is on season 5 of the Flash. Part two is on season 7 of Arrow, and part three is on, I think it was season 4, I think, or season 3 of. Well, you should find it. You should find it when you scroll through the listings of part 3 for, on Supergirl for Elseworlds. But that introduces Batwoman, and Batwoman's already had her first episode premiere on CW. Batwoman, I hadn't seen the pilot episode yet, but from what I heard good things about it. I heard good things, so that would be cool to see. um, it's on all the shows, yeah. Yeah, it's on all the shows. Like the big Crisis on Infinite Earths deal is going to span into five parts from the 5 different shows. But I also heard rumor that Black Lightning is going to be involved in the Crisis on Infinite Earths event. That he's going to be in it. I'm excited for that because I love Black Lightning. So it's a big event. It's a really big event. Oh yeah, this is essentially, like I said, this is essentially their. Okay, okay. In Playhouse or Playland. Oh wait, hold on, let me see. Is it Playhouse or Playland? Oh, it's Playland. I don't know why I keep saying Playland. Also, I'm also starring Gotham. Gotham is a good show. Gotham's good. I always catch in and out of that show, but I love the first season. The first season's great. The other seasons are really good too. But Gotham's a great show. Gotham's good. Um, yeah. Playland. How long? You said this was your first time being on the channel. How'd you find out about the channel, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know why I kept saying Playhouse, but I meant to say Playland. How'd you find out about the channel? But during the Elseworlds event, they set up this big thing that the main villain in that big event that happened, he said that he's not actually the main villain. He said he was testing the multiverse because a bigger threat is happening. What's AFK mean? But I do love what the CW is doing with their shows. I did cannot live. But Arrow, I don't know. When it comes to Arrow, I 1 second. Be right back. Sorry about that. I think I disconnected there for a second. I had to check something. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sure. Yep. Chat's still on. Everything's good. Okay. But yeah, I love what CW's Yeah, I love what CW's done with their shows. I think how they treated the DC universe when it comes to their shows has been really good. I know they had up and downs, like with Arrow in particular. Arrow was one of those shows where the first two seasons were great. The first two seasons of Arrow were really good. Seasons three and four. Season three was kind of hanging in there a little bit. Season three was a little tilting on the meh side. Season four was just terrible. Season four, I hated season four of Arrow. Season five was like the start of it being great. It was the start of it being really good. But then season six happened, and that just became a big mixed bag again. It was one of those things where I'm like, how'd you go from going back to what was really good about straight to the point? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, so I can see why. I heard season seven. I heard great things about season seven. I heard season seven's really solid. And since this is their final season, season eight is their last season, it leaves a lot of room to figure out how they're going to end the show. Because from what I understand, the show was initially canceled. It was canceled, but they said, okay, this is season eight. This is your final season. You're not being renewed for season nine, but you only get this amount of episodes. So it's almost like the same deal that happened with Gotham with their final season. Is that they knew that they weren't going to be renewed for another season. They were told that in advance, and they were told they had this amount of episodes to do. So one of the things I'm wondering is, in Arrow's case, is are they going to be able to wrap up, you know, their story arcs or their characters and everything that they set up, for the final season? I don't know. I really don't know if that's the case, but hopefully the final season of Arrow would be good, would be great, and I would love to see it end how it began, if that makes any sense. I feel like if when a story comes around full circle, that is how you. It's like, it's much like now because this Thursday, tomorrow is going to be the plane. Yeah. But tomorrow is going to be the season premiere of the final season to Supernatural. So this is season 15. This is their final season. And the first episode, oddly enough, is starting with a monster they fought from the very first episode from the first season. Because from if you had seen the final or the last season, season 14, and how that ended, it was a great ending. It was great, and I love that they're going with the idea of, that this is how it's going to end. It's going to end where it began, and that's why I respect and love about Supernatural is they came to a point where they said, and they even talked about this, like the actors Jared Lecky, Jensen Ackles, Misha Collins, and a lot of the casting crew. They had this big discussion about this, and they came to the conclusion, okay, this is our final season. Not that they were canceled or anything. It was nothing like that. They were like, hey, look, this is it. We're done after this. So, and again, this leaves a lot of questions as to how this show is going to end. Because the thing is, for the writer of the show and the creator of the show, he stayed on with the show until season 5. Because when he wrote the final episode for season 5, that was his ending. He said, in his mind, this is how the story ended for him. This is how his story and what he wanted the characters to end. He was done. But the show was getting popular, so they renewed it for another they renewed it, and he said, okay, well, I'll stay on, but he didn't stay on as head writer. He stayed on as a creative consultant. Meaning that if somebody would come on with an idea or whatever, it's like, hey, it's okay if we go this route. He would check and be like, I'm not a fan of that. Okay, you can go with that. So he was more of the guy that said yes or no. It's like, yeah, you can do that. But now, since, like I said, the show is ending, and it's had a great run. It started since 2005. It started in 2005. The show is going to end in 2020. So I had, 15 years. I had a great run, and that's almost as long as MASH, was on TV. MASH has been on TV for almost 11 years, I think, when it first premiered. And that's a great one, for a show, really. Although, if I had to pick which season of Supernatural is still my favorite, I still love the first season because they dealt with urban legend, monsters. They dealt with some folklore monsters. I really love when they did that. The other seasons have been really good too. The only season I felt was meh, at least for me, was season seven. Season seven was the meh season. Only because of the Leviathans. I really didn't like them as monsters, and I love that after they did that, so you're like, okay, there's gonna be no more Leviathans. Which I like that. I'm like, okay, they're done. And they went back to some of the monsters that, it did work. Um, for me, that's what I didn't necessarily like about season seven. Uh, but but yeah, the last season I really enjoyed. The last season was really good. Um, I love that now the big bad for season 15. It's actually insane who the big bad is for the final season. I had no idea that they were going to go that route the way they went down that road. I was like, okay, this is going into crazy territory here, but I'm going to roll with it. I don't want to spoil who the big bad is if you ever want to watch Supernatural. Or you got a long road to go for Supernatural, but it's a fun road. And there's some rumors going around that Jeffrey D. Morgan's going to come back for season 15, which I hope that happens. I really do. I hope that he comes on. I'm not sure if he's going. If he does, if it's going to be, I don't think he's going to be series regular. I think he's going to be on for maybe a couple guest appearances here and there, which is totally fine. As long as he shows up in the show, I'm happy with that. Yeah, at least for the final season, because he showed up in the last season as for their 300th episode, which I thought was amazing. That he came back for that. I would love to see him come back for the final season. I think it would be perfect. At least how I like to see it done. Speaking of Jeffrey D. Morgan, I have to ask: did you guys watch the premiere of Walking Dead? Season 10. Nah. Yeah, you guys kind of grew out of Walking Dead. Well, me and Dad watched it. Me and Papa watched it, and yeah, it was all right. It's all right. It's one of those things where we're watching it, but I don't know. I think for me at least, it's kind of lost its steam. It's lost its steam a little bit. Season 10, at least from the first episode, at least start going off the first. Looks like it's off to a good start, but at the same time, it's kind of to me run its course. And already, Walking Dead's got another season coming up soon, or not another season. Well, I mean, yeah, Walking Dead's already been renewed for a season 11, but they have another spin-off show coming out for Walking Dead. They have another. I think there's going to be another season of Fear. I think. So Walking Dead is still going to go on strong, even if the the main show ends. It'll probably be one of those deals where the main show will end and the spin-off show will continue on. It's like if you look at a show like Law and Order SVU, that show is still going on long after its original show, Law and Order, ended. Law and Order SVU is the only Law and Order show that's still on TV, and it's very rare that a spin-off, actually lasts longer than the show that it, came from. But then again, yeah, yeah. But what? No, no, it's all good. Um, it's like it's like for me, I don't watch Arrow anymore. I'm kind of done with Arrow. I'll watch some select episodes, like if I want to go back. Ah, yeah, can't wait to see you. Um, like I love But I love watching Flash. I haven't seen the new season yet, but I heard great things about season 5. I know season 6 is starting. um, I love Legends of Tomorrow. I absolutely love Legends. I haven't seen the most recent season. I have to get around to watching that season, but I really love Legends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The most recent season of Legends is out on Netflix right now. Like the season 4 is already available. You can watch season 4. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's on Netflix. You can watch the most recent season. Yep. I think my favorite episode of nothing much really. Just been working on a couple stuff here and there, doing live streams, taking care of the pool, going on walks. I actually been working on a couple costume stuff, a couple cosplay things. There's a bug on my face. But yeah, I've been working on a couple cosplay stuff. I've already put together. I think I got down the key components for the Walking Phoenix Joker. That's already taken care of. I really would like to do Kingdom Superman. Kingdom Superman would be good. Yeah, I got a lot of the stuff for you know, yeah, for Walking Phoenix Joker ready. I think Kingdom Superman would be a little bit more difficult. I know I would love to do Smallville Superman because that look is pretty easy. That look is pretty casual. Like around the season 9 and 10 look of Smallville Superman. I love. Back when a Superman before he became Superman, he was called the Blur. Speaking of that, Smallville Superman, he's going to be making a comeback for the Crisis on Infinite Earths deal. I don't know anymore. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I got a couple of costume stuff that I'm working on, a couple things here and there, so some videos coming up. I think what I'm going to do right now is I am going to go for that walk. So I'm going to end the stream here, and I will go on my walk, and hopefully I'll be able to come back, maybe do another live stream, or I don't know, do a short video of some kind. So yeah. All right. Bye. Have a good day, bud. All right. See you guys later.